Well, hello everybody, and welcome back to the basement studio hangar maintenance area for my RC fleet and my YouTube videos. This video is going to be about YouTube videos, of all things. And in it, I'm going to reveal some interesting things, I hope, about my channel and other channels, including how much money I now make off of my little bitty tiny YouTube channel. Talk about how you make money and how much people can make. So YouTube, as you might know, has become a worldwide phenomenon. Google has created a monster. I don't know how many hundreds of thousands or even millions of YouTube creators there are around the world, but there is a vast variety of topics, some of them interesting, not so much. Unfortunately, increasingly, a lot of them generated by AI with fake voices and fake images, and there's a lot of junk out there anymore. Not so much in the radio control world. This little world we operate within, my tiny little niche here, is mostly demanding real people, real video. It's hard to do AI uh, in this context. So let's talk about the world of radio control focused YouTube videos. I'm going to put up on the screen a matrix I created that shows some of the popular YouTube channels focused on our hobby and how many subscribers they have, how many videos they've created as of today, which is, just to make sure here, the 16th of November 2025. So this data is current. I'm sorry, data are current, data are plural, data is singular, uh, as of today, but it is constantly changing. So if you check me, you'll find these numbers are mostly increasing. Let's start with my channel. I've got 1,400 subscribers. I've posted a grand total of 87 videos, not all of them on radio control, but mostly. And I've generated 184,000 views. That's since the channel got going in 2021. Now let's talk about some other creators. Tim McKay is one. He's been around for quite a while, since I think about 2006. He has 25,500 subscribers, 342 videos, and 5 million views. And he's not all that big in terms of this channel. Not this channel, this subject area. Next one up, Model Aviator. 24,000 subscribers, 590 videos, 9 million views since he got the channel going. And he's still not all that big. Two brothers. Used to be two brothers, now it's John and his wife. It was John's wife's brother that was the other brother, his brother-in-law, but he stepped out and now his wife has taken over as his assistant. 165,000 subscribers, 879 videos, 10 million views. That's getting to be pretty good scale, but then we're going to take a big jump. Brian Phillips, 153,000 subscribers, 2,553 videos, and 69 million views. And that's a lot of hours because Brian's videos are typically pretty long. Then comes the big boys, the RC Sailors. 642,000 subscribers, 2,843 videos, 305 million views of his videos. That's almost 5 times as many as Brian Phillips. Then there's Rammy RC. Now this channel is very different from the rest because he owns a company that makes giant scale airplanes that are very interesting. He's got 1,100,000 subscribers, only 200 videos, but 192 million views. And that's pretty impressive. This is a relatively recent channel, so it hasn't had a chance to garner as many video creations and as many views as the RC Sailors. But the champ that I can find anyway for our hobbyist flight test, 2,150,000 subscribers, 1,405 videos, 425 million views, and they've been around for quite a while. Hugely successful channel. Also a company. It has its employees. They do all kinds of interesting things. It's an amazing channel for us RC fans. Now, that may sound like it's pretty good scale, but it's not. You can do a Google search on the most subscribed or most views on YouTube, and you will come up with a company called T-Series. It's an Indian company. Its focus is solely on music, Indian music, in Hindi. 307 million subscribers, 25,000 videos, 10 times more than anything in the radio control world. And get this, 319 billion with a B views. That is the most watched YouTube channel around. If you do that, if you look for that search line in Wikipedia, you're going to get a list. I think it's the top 10, and all of them are multi-billion views. And a lot of them are outside the United States. So YouTube has become a creator's paradise for making these videos, and a money-making enterprise as well. Now, I can't believe that T-Series, which is a corporate entity all of its own, I don't think they get all of their money, or even the majority of their money, from YouTube. They sell all kinds of stuff, merchandise. They have films that they make and music videos that they sell to the commercial channels over in India. So I think for T-Series, YouTube is a promotional tool for the rest of the enterprise. But within the RC world, I know for a fact that RC Sailors is the couple that makes that is making all of their money. They're making a living off of YouTube. I'm not sure about Brian Phillips. I think he may still own a company. I think he was in some kind of construction or HVAC business or something. But anyway, he may still be running that. But he's also spending a lot of time on YouTube. Flight Test makes their money on selling kits and to some extent off of their YouTube videos as well. So how do you make money doing this? Well, you make money if you're really into this off of several sources. One, commercials that show up on YouTube. YouTube pays its creators a very, very small commission for every, we're talking hundreds of a cent for every YouTube advertisement that gets shown. That's one. And on my channel, that's my only source of income. The nice thing about it is, you're going to watch the video anyway. I'm not asking you to buy any merchandise. I'm not asking you to send me any money directly. Everything that I get is because people just watch my videos. And I'll tell you how much it's been here in a minute. There are sponsor links. I know for a fact that Brian Phillips and the RC Sailors get a commission for every time you click on a link in the description and buy something, they get a small payment from that company, whether it be eFlight or FMS or whatever. Merchandise. A lot of these creators have a merchandise store that they sell stuff with their logo on it, or or just general purchase merchandise. They may be making something, and this is outside the RC world, but they may be making things in their home or have another business where they make stuff like T-Series does over in India. That can be very lucrative. There's Patreon. That is a log or a website that you can go to, and you can send a creator money directly to support their operations. There is one channel I am very familiar with in the aviation world that doesn't take a penny from YouTube. All of their financial support comes from their Patreon viewers, subscribers. And there are other ways as well, but those are the main ones where people make money. The least remunerative of this per view is the watching, and they're just seeing the commercials. So I've been on YouTube since March 2021. In that time, I have increased from 0 to 1,400 subscribers, 184,000 views, watch time 14,600 hours of viewing, and thank you for those of you who have contributed to that. And I have made a grand total since I monetized this channel for the commercials, views of commercials. On August 16th of last year, 2024, this channel has earned a grand total, as of this morning, of $217.34. That's over a year's worth of work for $200. I did this mainly to see just what would happen. I didn't want to bother anybody with clicking on links or buying from a store or anything like that. It just wasn't worth the efforts. But yeah, $217, and most of that was earned in late 2025 and through November of this year. It works out to, let's see, I have some statistics here. It works out to 38 cents. No, 0.3, not 38 cents, 0.38 cents per view, or about 5 cents per hour. So needless to say, if you're depending on views and commercials or ads on these channels alone, you got to have a lot of views to make any money. Now, I am familiar with a young lady, not personally, but by reputation, out in California, who makes her entire family's income off of YouTube videos, and she has a merchandise store, but she doesn't have links in her description. She doesn't have any commercial sponsors. She has billions of views. She is really good at what she does. So what's the difference between my channel and these channels that are substantially more or more popular? First thing, content. Big item. The channels that are making big money off of this, like, I don't know what you consider big money, but they're making a living off of it, like the RC Sailors, and are much more successful. Two Brothers is much more successful. Model Aviator is much more successful. Flight Test. They all have partners. They're not just making videos down in their basement and an occasional flight video. They have people, a lot of them are wives, but not all, who have become really good at filming and they film their flights, and then the creator does a voiceover. I know for a fact that that's the case with two brothers and RC Sailors and Brian Phillips. All those guys or wives or partners with them. They're very, very good at what they do, and their videos are outstanding. They are really, really good. I got to give them credit. I don't have that luxury. My wife's not very interested in videoing or in model airplanes. So, and I've never managed to get her to do anything but film maybe one or two videos for me on my iPhone. Investment in time and equipment. RC Sailors are full-time creators. Brian Phillips devotes a lot of time to this. Flight Test is full-time. RC airplanes. They have invested in equipment. They've invested in not only hardware, but also software to be able to edit these videos. And they have become really, really good video creators. Branching out, going outside of just the ad-supported revenue, creating merchandise that people might want to buy, getting relationships established with industry suppliers like E-Flight, FMS, Bang Brothers, whatever, Banggood, Banggood, or whatever, they've done a good job of establishing relationships so that, and particularly in the case of RC Sailors and Brian Phillips, they get pre-production, not pre-production, pre-sales, pre-marketing samples of products that they can get up on their site before they even go on live on the internet for sale through Horizon or whoever. So they can get a day or two jump sometimes weeks before the product is actually released. They can make their videos, get people excited about new products, and help promote the companies that they work with. And that's been very successful for some of these people. So you'll have seen the stuff I'm talking about up on the video here. I hope that helps you understand the scope of what's going on with RC activities on YouTube and the scale and how we make money at it. Not me, I don't make any money really, although I am getting $100 check next month, but it won't make a material difference in my lifestyle. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you found this interesting. I sure found it interesting to make it. Have a great Thanksgiving, and we'll see you again soon.